all right. It's just us. We'll just make this. Let's make this all Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Let's make it all. Dude, I made. I sold my turnips today.
For how
It was
much?
like 17 net per that I made.
Oh, nice.
But
Okay.
I've been missing because I have meetings during the day and stuff. And real quick, hey, welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio, the Tom Nook of the place. Your host, as always. I am joined by my version of Kix,
All right. I'll take it.
Diowalski.
Take it. Pepe Le Pew of Animal Crossing.
No, man, Kix is awesome. I love Kix.
He's still a skunk, though.
Is he?
Yeah. Kix is a skunk.
Okay. I mean, I could have called you CJ.
Yeah, no, don't call me CJ. No, I don't like CJ. I'll take Flick. Maybe Flick, but
Okay, Flick's cool. So is Blathers. I love Blathers.
It actually did take me a while to realize that Blathers is named Blathers because he doesn't shut up.
Correct. It's great. But yeah, as you can tell, Theo and I have been playing a lot of Animal Crossing lately. And that's funny because
yes.
I've got Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 and I've got Mario Wonder, but I've been playing Animal Crossing. What can I say? I love the game.
It's something to zone out to. It doesn't take brain cells.
Ooh, go back. I like that. Hold on. Go back. I like that.
I like how it looks when you're on the top.
And I almost did that on my trees down by my neighborhood and put those lights in between. But I did light poles instead. But anyways.
Oh, okay.
How's it going, folks? Good evening and salutations. We are.
This has been a week.
Yeah, dude, and it's only Wednesday.
I know.
We are sans the Bee Need one. He is attending to a family issue, so we hope everything goes well this weekend. You know, give mom hugs for us because I know she's not going through an easy time right now. Oh, but yes, it's been a week, and Jason just works. Working is more important than us. So,
like we've been saying, chicken waits for nobody. Chicken waits for no one.
I think we need to upgrade that to Costco chicken waits for nobody.
That's fair. I mean, I had KFC chicken, and it obviously made room for.
I go hit up King Sewers to grab chicken there.
Okay,
I really like their chicken.
Have you had Target's chicken? I feel like theirs actually pretty fair.
Yeah, theirs is fair. Fair. No, I go get King Supers after I get drop off the little one for school. I just swing right over to King Supers, grab myself a baked chicken breast and a fried one, and I have lunch.
There you go.
It's great.
I feel like you have the primary ingredients for. Do you remember when KFC had the backwards chicken sandwich where the chicken was the bun?
Yeah,
and you just had sauce and bacon in between. Oh my god, it was so awful.
Oh, the days.
You have the making of that. That's what's going on.
Maybe. Okay. So let's get into it. You know, there's a bit of news to talk about. Unfortunately, this episode's going to kind of be about Theo because we'll get to it because it involves Bungie and Destiny, and we all know Theo is our resident Destiny SME, as we like to call but it is sad. We'll get to it. But first, I want we'd be remiss if we didn't real quick thoughts go out to the family of Matthew Perry. Who passed away this past weekend. It's kind of it's sad because now it's coming out that he did drown in his hot tub, so they don't know what the cause that caused that piece. Yeah, it just came out. Inside Edition was just reporting on it. Anyways, but for those that don't really recognize the name, you'll recognize Chandler from Friends.
From Friends.
And TikTok has been all sorts of clips of Friends that, you know, when that show originally came on, I didn't care for it, but as I've gotten older and I've caught the episodes, I get so many of the freaking jokes now. It's kind of like Seinfeld. I didn't like it originally, and now when I catch different episodes, I totally get the jokes now, and it makes more sense. So, but you know what? One of my favorite that he was in was Whole 9 Yards, Whole 10 Yards.
Oh, okay. With Bruce Willis.
With Bruce Willis. And what's funny is how Bruce Willis ended up on Friends was a bet between
really? I didn't know
and Bruce
that.
Willis. So what it was is they were on the set of Whole 9 Yards. Bruce Willis didn't think it was going to be a hit. Matthew Perry believed in it so much that he bet Bruce Willis that he would have to appear on Friends for a couple episodes for free.
Wow. All right.
And Whole 9 Yards went on to be a big hit. Bruce Willis ended up being on Friends for, I think it was like 3 episodes. It was a whole 3-episode arc where he was dating Monica.
Yep. No, I thought he was dating Rachel.
Was it Rachel?
I think he was dating Rachel. But either way,
he was on the show dating one of them. But no, that's how Bruce Willis ended up becoming on being on Friends. And you know, it's sad to see what's happened to Bruce Willis with his illness. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it hurts his ability to speak and have short-term memory and whatnot. And he just hates seeing that. So but let's talk some news. Okay. So Theo, I'll let you go first because we're gonna end up talking other Nintendo stuff anyways. But do you want to talk about the layoffs or the monthly games first?
Let's talk layoffs and how they make zero sense as to why.
It's Jim Ryan.
Was it? But Sony came out that they had nothing to do with the layoffs. No.
So they have nothing to do with the layoffs. Okay, let's be honest. Okay, so yeah. But here's the thing. This is what we're going to talk about. Because remember, Jim Ryan wanted games as a service to be very prevalent.
Yeah.
And the 2 studios that took the forefront with games as a service was Naughty Dog.
Yep.
With doing the Factions DLC for The Last of Us. Okay. And Bungie with Destiny. Both of them gotten hit with layoffs. And now you have delays of Bungie. And Factions, we think that's pretty much been cold cased.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's, you know.
So, and I mean, and they also can't say that it's about removing focus from Destiny to what's the new one coming out again? Marathon or something?
Marathon. It's a remake of the original.
Because I mean, they hit so many departments with it. They even went as far as HR was getting laid off as well. I mean, marketing, social, community, all this stuff. I mean, they even made the horrible decision of laying off the best soundtrack maker like ever. Why do you do this to us?
So with this, folks, so basically it came out yesterday via first an article by Jason Schreier, which Jason Schreier just gets the scoop on everything first before everybody else does, but he's usually right. Bungie ended up laying off roughly 100 people, and it was because they missed
very senior people.
But they missed their projections by 45%.
Yeah, I don't know how you miss after the revenue projections by 45%.
Well, and that's why I kind of, this is about you, right? Because you've played Lightfall. How was it? I mean, because I remember you in the beginning, it wasn't all that impressive to begin with, but how was it as you progressed through Lightfall?
I think everything has been progressing. Okay, well, I would say there hasn't been progress. There's always been fixes for things that have gone wrong. So there hasn't really been an uptick in progress. It's been
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out things that's going wrong. So it's like we've some of the Destiny players remember like the insane glitches that have been going on, like with the crafting and crafting insane weapons, and
Mm-hmm.
to our surprise, Bungie just going like, yeah, have a weekend, have fun with it. We'll try to figure it out. I mean, it's just it. I feel like that there has to be something going on behind the doors to where that something's not performing, but I don't think that it would be necessary for something to do with layoffs in a matter of performance of the game, because they like I said, they laid off such a wide variety of departments, and I could understand if there was a focus on like community because they're
Mm-hmm.
wanting to go into um a different direction or something like that, or be able to, and like another rumor was that like it was Sony trying to push it so that way they can have Sony's people in there, so kind of bridge that gap, so that way Bungie
Mm-hmm.
isn't its own entity or anything like that. But it seems like so far is like
Mm-hmm.
there's just is what everybody claim knows is
Well,
behind layoffs is money. It's going to
mm-hmm.
be about money. It's going to, that's why you get rid of seniored people for the most part when you do layoffs, is because they're
Well, when
greatly
you
paid for what they're doing, and
mm.
deservingly so, because they've
But we
worked
all know
very hard in order to get it.
shit roll downhill. So, the CEO is keeping his job, but he decided to basically hold other people accountable. And I think, when you miss 45% of your targeted, right? I think this grows to a bigger thing though, is you don't see Final Fantasy 14 is an anomaly. Let's just be honest, right? When you look at these games as a service, Destiny from a player base count, right, has been declining over the years.
Yeah.
But to 45%, I mean, didn't they go to a microtransaction type model?
They've had microtransactions for a long time with silver, but it's purely for aesthetics. So it's just like why do I always have a hard time with words?
Words are hard.
Words are hard, but like just like gun looks and
Mm-hmm.
emotes and things like that. Nothing for progressing in the game at all, so which is nice. The microtransactions don't necessarily, that might be reason why they're not getting much revenue, because they haven't really been coming out with like, oh my god, I need this set type of deal.
Like it used to be in the beginning. Like we'd see the
Unlike the
ships and we're
recent
like,
unlike the recent Sony, the PlayStation sets that
oh, the
had God of
crossover.
War, and yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely wanted those because big PlayStation fan. But I don't think the microtransactions would really have much. That I think something that might have hurt them in the long run was how they've been going about the free to play, because they have been expanding how much is available for free
Yes.
in order to attract more, but it has reduced the incentive of even purchasing the game. And I think there's been YouTubers that went over the math for this, but it ends up being like, if you were to start today and you did actually have to purchase everything, it'd be like $200 as it is now. Granted,
Yes.
I've ended up spending way more than $200 on this
Well, yeah,
game
because now there's
over the
bundles
years.
and discounted
Yeah,
bundles and all that.
but still, like if you have something to where probably about, I would wager about 70% of the content that's available for free, you're not going to buy it. And you're not going to, and if you're not going to buy it, you're not going to dedicate your time to it. You tend to dedicate your time to something that you've purchased in order to make your money work for it.
Well, I think for me, right, because I left Destiny for a while, for a long while, and tried to go back. I've tried to go back twice. it for me, it doesn't feel like an approachable game anymore for
In what
those
way?
that, because there's all these new mechanics that if you hadn't played in a while and you're still trying to get used to just the normal regular Destiny mechanics, now there's how to, your customize or your crafting all your weapons, the add-ons, all of that stuff. Like that system, like if you go back to it after a while,
Mhm.
there's no tutorial on how to do it. They just basically go here.
I feel like there is. I feel like the new light mission definitely does go through it for you. I mean, granted, you have to start all over in order to get
Yeah.
anything. I would, because I did replay the new light mission, and I would agree it does like kind of, it's more of an honorable mention on the systems than really giving a full tutorial to like understand the benefits of using the system in order to enhance your gameplay. So I could get that.
Yeah, so I think that makes it harder though when you have all those different intricate mechanics, right? And if you go back to it after not playing it for quite a while, like I stopped playing it for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
It makes it really hard.
I definitely think it makes it particularly hard for anybody to go in solo. If you go
Yes.
in, if you have the people to like help, like essentially give you that tutorial for you for on behalf of Bungie, that's where you probably get some more people in.
So Final Shape was originally supposed to be out in February. Now it's delayed. They haven't said how far it's been delayed.
It's delayed till June. And I say that is a reach. Like that's that they're not going to make June. Not with these kinds of layoffs, especially since they did lay off people in the development side as well.
Yeah.
So it's not going to happen. I mean, they probably have cutscenes done, or at least voice actors pieces done and everything like that, but they probably haven't finished the mechanics that they've released in or announced with Final Shape, especially like the new supers, the changes in the crafting system, things like being able to access the vault from orbit, some quality of life things that they haven't finished. Like I don't think they're going to make June. I think it's, if anything, is going to be that they'll stay with honoring loyal Destiny players and release it no matter what. But I have a feeling it won't hit until end of next year.
I think maybe 45%. Like, I really would love to know what their target was that they missed it by 45%.
Especially since they only had one really major release this year.
Marathon is now delayed until 2025, even though it's supposed to be out next year. But yeah, you had was Lightfall.
Well, yeah,
that's what they're talking about. That's what the CEO has said. Parsons said that he blames missing 45% of their target on Lightfall.
Yeah, I would agree. Because there wasn't much incentive to get into Lightfall at the end of the season prior to it. I mean, yeah, people were excited for a new type of element to work around with for everything, but also leading up to the release, there was a number of bad reviews on it, and just there not being enough addition to story. Like, I liked how they did the story this time around. It was more involved, it was more interactive and everything, but it didn't have that depth to it like we've had in the past, where it definitely had a drop your jaw moments, such as like with like, it's not spoilers at this moment, but with Cade 6 dying, that was huge in Forsaken.
Yeah.
So I mean, and for you to just introduce some new characters, and they kind of being, one, kind of weird, and then two, very short-lived. Like, one great character was Ronan, and he dies in like the third mission, and it's like, why are you doing this?
Why
to
introduce
us?
the character? Yeah, why introduce the character to make him die?
It's
So
like, what's really the point? But I don't know. There's too much of where where they've been executing. They give too many cliffhangers in order to try to entice you to stay along, but they never revisit it. So that's the problem.
So we'll definitely see what happens with it. But I can't believe Jason's missing this. Jason's gonna miss this.
Games of the month.
Game of the month. So PlayStation also released, here is the November monthly games for those watching along on the YouTube or the Twitcher. But the YouTube
tubes of you.
You got Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, which was a PS4 game. You have Dragon Ball The Breakers, a PS4 game. And then you have Aliens Fireteam Elite, which was a PS4 and PS5 game.
Is this the first month that they've like primarily put attention on the PS4 game versus a PS5 game?
It's been a little while. These go into effect on Tuesday, the 7th, and will run all the way through to December 5th. But these are...
I'm not upset with these. They're I feel like they're mid-range. They're not necessarily like AAA, but like I'd go as A titles.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not like, here's the thing is, not really anything to be excited for either, though. Right? I look at those titles and I'm like, I'm not excited to play any of them.
But so, I mean, like I feel like they're like gateway games to get you into some other ones. So because Mafia can kind of get you into Yakuza or some GTA, Aliens to get more into the jump scare kind of stuff.
But here's my thing with this also is they're PS4 games. We're 3 years into the PS5. You're finally starting to get PS5 only games. Why still continue to keep focusing on the prior generation?
I would probably take a look at sales of PS5 for that. Like if they haven't reached the numbers and they're still trying to equate to the people that haven't upgraded.
It has sold 40 million,
which is, I believe, is pretty low.
It's tracking slightly behind the PS4 if you're looking at comparatives.
So if that's the case, that means that in retrospect, you can say there's still more PS4s than PS5s out there in households.
Let's see. Yeah, there's 117 million out there. So you've already had a third of that number become PS5s.
Or in addition to the PS4, but still. So that's going to be my point. Is like there's still a pretty good majority of console holders using the PS4, whereas you're still going to want to leave them or appease them with what they're doing with subscribing to PlayStation Plus, especially since I for one have found that PlayStation Plus is no longer worth it. So they got to at least be able to get some games rather than cut them off and then potentially lose some more people.
And here's my thing is mine's up in April for my PlayStation Plus. I really don't know if I'm going to renew it or not.
Yeah, mine is up in December.
Spending $80 a year for me to have cloud saves. I don't think that's all that worth it, really. The titles aren't holding for me. Versus you look at, we spend $80 total for 8 accounts on Switch Online, and it's totally well worth it because Wave 6 comes out.
Nice.
Comes out on Friday.
Yeah, you're getting a family favorite content. It's definitely going to apply
Nope,
more
sorry, it's
to
November
the
9th.
full
So
thing.
it's next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So it's the 9th. But here's the thing is we're getting here are the final 8 courses. So we're getting Rome, DK Mountain from the GameCube, which I loved that level on Double
Hmm.
Dash. You got Daisy Circuit from the Wii. You've got Piranha Plant Cove. You've got Madrid Drive from Tour. Rosalina's Ice Roll from 3DS. Bowser's Castle 3 from the NES or SNES, the original Mario Kart. That is going to be so much fun. And then you've got the Wii version of Rainbow Road, which now gives us pretty much every, I think that's almost every Rainbow
I think
Road.
that's every Rainbow Road.
Yeah. So with Switch Online, right, for $80, we've got
So,
8 accounts, and this comes with
so
it.
out of a random question, just because we're talking about Rainbow Road, I don't remember. Does Mario Kart 8 allow you to make custom track playlists?
No.
Okay. Nintendo, I want you to do this so that way Matt can make a full playlist of Rainbow Road just to piss off his wife.
See, here's the thing is it's only the SNES one that I really rock at. Like, but here's the thing
Really?
though is like, oh yeah, if the other Rainbow Roads are not great,
What about
like
the N64 one? I thought
it
the
was okay.
N64
Like
one's not too
I
bad.
wasn't a big fan of the N64 Mario Kart though.
Oh, okay.
But for me, I always love original OG Rainbow Road. I love that thing. Like that is one of those ones I cut corners so tight on that. I make one minuscule mistake where I get hit by a shell when I'm in a slide. I go right off the track. I'm like that razor thin. Um, but I love Mario Kart. Like it's fantastic. And so when you look at everything, and then we're getting, and this is the other thing, right? So we're going to be getting uh Diddy Kong and Funky Kong.
Ooh, okay.
And
Oh,
Pauline
who's the?
and Peachette.
That's Pauline. I
Yeah,
never heard
she's from
about
Mario.
Pauline before.
She's from Mario Odyssey. She's like the mayor
Oh,
of
okay.
the Metro Kingdom.
Okay.
And we just got Comic and Birdo and Piranha Plant and Wiggler. So having these 4 round out the rest of the characters. I don't know why they're doing Peachette because you've already got Baby Peach and Metal Peach but okay, Peachette, sure.
I mean, unless they go like Smash Bros level and like start putting in Pokemon
Yeah.
and
And
or
then
hell, Animal
and
Crossing.
then
I'd like to see that. Put our Animal Crossing
we
characters in
have
there.
we have Animal Crossing in the game. We have the villager.
Isn't that only in Smash Bros? I thought it wasn't in
No,
Mario
he's in
Kart.
Mario Kart. Yeah, villager is in Mario Kart.
Oh, okay. All
Like
right.
they even
All right.
have
All right.
Animal Crossing wheels, Animal Crossing themed glider. They actually have a course for Animal Crossing.
Is it Dodo themed? Any dodos?
It's themed. It's season themed. So it could be one of 4
Okay.
seasons. And it has
I want
Mr.
a dodo
Rossetti
theme.
and whatnot. So yeah, I love the dodos. But so yeah, so it's to get all of this content and stuff, and then on top of that, they just released an online update.
Ooh.
So on top of F-Zero 99 coming out, but they added to the Game Boy and NES collection. So you've got Castlevania Legends plus 2 Japanese titles. You're getting the mysterious Murasame Castle and Devil World. So those
Okay.
those updated. Hey, you know what though? Castlevania Legends, I know a lot of people that played that game and really enjoyed it on the Game Boy, so you're gonna get that. They've now updated F-Zero 99 to add in 3 more tracks: Mute City 3, Firefield, and Red Canyon 2. So that's kind of nice as well. I've dabbled in it. It's harder than anything else in the world. I'd rather go back to Tetris 99 than play F-Zero 99. But so yeah.
I
So
did I did recently give Tetris 99 a shot. I freaking suck it. I suck at
love
Tetris 99 so bad.
I love Tetris 99. It's fantastic. So it'll be, I can't wait to get a hold of those new courses on Mario Kart. Yeah, it'll be fun. What are you doing? You're doing a freaking exercise.
That's right. Gotta keep them stretches.
I need to do that because like that's one of the Nook passes that I got to get, the Nook miles. So let's talk kind of like what we've been playing and actually getting some thoughts on some things. So I have been playing kind of Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
The story I haven't gotten into a ton of, but I was telling Jerry this, that the game isn't holding my interest as much as Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales.
Is it the story itself, or is it how it's being told? Because I feel like I've been hearing a lot of things that like with the amount of change between or like flip-flop kind of takes away from the telling of the story.
It does. You know, bouncing back and forth between Miles and Pete. But a lot of it's the mechanics. We've talked about this before with PlayStation games specifically, is that they're not like they're sticking to whatever formula they have in place. And that's the same thing, you know, Spider-Man 2 is as was, you know, 1 in Miles Morales. It's the same fight mechanics, you know, same type of dodges, you know, and yes, it's added in a couple of new super moves, but other than that, it's virtually the same mechanics. Now they've added on a little bit more customization for your suits, you know, so you can get different health and whatnot. But overall, it hasn't been enough to really keep my interest so far. Like I'm still gonna go back and finish and play it because we've got people we know that do work for Insomniac, and I want to finish the game, but it's just not. It's not the wow factor that everyone is saying it is, at least for me. I know some people that think it's fantastic. Great, you know, but I now that I've kind of gotten past the first world in Mario Wonder, I am starting to enjoy it a lot more. So
what
I'm
about
starting
the
to have
second
fun.
world is making it more fun? The dolphin cap?
No, I finished off the second. I'm up in the mountains now. Fluff Peaks or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. You're further than me then.
Yeah. So I'm up in the ice world. I think what it is that the levels themselves, the design on them is a lot harder now. Like I'm starting to hit the 4-star difficulty stuff, and it's and trying to find where all the different, you know, flower coins are and all that are. It's becoming harder and more challenging. So I'm starting to enjoy it more, but it's still not new Super Mario Brothers U for me. It's good, but it feels like they're trying to just, and I told Jerry this, I feel like they're trying to garner the Mario Odyssey crowd with some of the ways they're catering to how things are done. And like the stuff that you buy with the flower coins, it's like, it's just standees. You can buy a Wonder Seed, you get some 1-ups, you know, but good freaking Lord, dude. You have enough fossils?
I stockpile for a little while and then I sell.
Why?
Because it's nice. It's nice little ringing and bells.
Okay. Just wait and see if this...
I've taken a break from Wonder. I probably need to push through it because like I was kind of feeling the same thing with the ease of things with everything. I didn't quite, of course I didn't experience the whole like the shared lives thing since I don't have kids to play with. But like the ease just kind of made it a little bit boring. So since you say it, I might have to give it another shot. I do like the cap system a little bit with the Odyssey thing.
Oh, the badges and all that.
The badges. I do like that. I like the playfulness of the wonder flower and the different abilities, especially like the elephant one. And you, it does make it a little. It does turn me off a little bit to where that there are like certain points where you know how you have the option to store a superpower every now and then,
I
and like,
like that.
but if you no, there's more to it. But if there, but like you have your favorites, so like sometimes I'll double up on the fire flower,
Yep.
but I've come across points just like, oh crap, there's a flower I need to water. I should have been an elephant for this. And there's nowhere
Yes.
to be found. And like, it kind of messes with me sometimes. It's like, that would have been nice if there was one to pop up so I could make this choice. But nah, that's just me.
I do like the ones where they do the time levels too, where you have to defeat X amount of enemies in to get the different flower coins and you get your seed and stuff. So I like that. It is a little bit of a challenge, but overall it's not as good as the last 2D. It's gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. It is absolutely gorgeous. And the mechanics that they're putting into it are nice. It just some levels are short. Like there's no time limit, which like that always added to the anxiety of Mario games is that there was a time limit. You know,
Yeah,
1, 3
that did definitely
Mario
help a lot.
World. You know, so sometimes you can't just mess around looking for something. You've just got to go and you're just gonna have to remember where it was and come back for it. So
and I haven't seen it anywhere, but I do at least hope in all Mario 2D fashion that there is a way to find a secret like portal to skip worlds. I do not want to go in order. I've never done a 2D in order.
Super Mario Brothers G, you have to do it in order. Up into
dude, I never played you.
So world 1 and 2. So the opening world and the desert one. Once you're done with desert, then it branches, and then you could go down to the water world, or you go up to the ice world, and then you come back down to the forest, and then you can do the clouds, and then the rock canyon, and then Bowser's world. So you always had a little bit of choice there. Whereas, Mario Odyssey, you get to go to whatever, world that's open to you. As long as you have your enough power
seeds or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, but with that, we've been playing.
What else you been playing?
What else? What you been playing? Animal Crossing.
Lots of time travel of Animal
Crossing. I rarely time travel unless I'm moving my island.
I've been doing time travel for trying to get hybrid flowers. That's the primary reason I've been doing that. I found a suggested like method, and it said if you were to do solo watering them, it would take 43 days. I'm not going to wait 43 days. I'm going to time travel that crap. And so far the methods work pretty well. Like I have to give the YouTuber props. I wish I could remember the name so I can give him a shout out. But like, I mean, I've got most of the hybrids done. I mean, blacks, purples, pinks, oranges. I have all of the lilies done, which is the easiest one to get done anyways. But yeah, seems to be working.
Yeah. Which blue one do I need? I need a blue. There's a blue flower I need.
Blues were hyacinths, roses, and pansies.
I need a blue pansy is what it is.
Actually, I think there's a blue windflower too. Do you need blue windflower?
I could use, I got to go look at my house.
Pansies are pretty hard.
I think I just need the one blue pansy.
Because this is the blue windflower. I think you probably need pansy because I think pansy is hard to get.
Now I'm going to go look. We're talking about it. But yeah, so I think
I did give Destiny 2's Festival of the Lost a try. It's didn't hold up. I agree with a lot of Destiny players that it's gotten really bad for a solo player to play. Like it really only takes hold to those that are willing to go into LFG and are perfectly okay with the increased toxicity of LFG, or just have regular players. Because like even during the current Festival of Lost, there is a decent amount of the rewards and achievements that you can obtain requires you to do legend mode that doesn't do matchmaking. So one it's like top tier near end level content being at 1830, the max level period, and you're required to have people that you're not used to playing with trying to do something that requires coordination in order to survive without being frustrated.
I need a blue windflower.
Oh, okay.
No, I need a blue pansy.
Oh, okay.
Because I have blue windflowers on one side of my house, and I've got some on, but I've got blue pansies.
You do have blue pansies or blue windflowers?
Do you need a blue one? Do you need a blue pansy?
I do.
I will trade you for
crap out of that.
I will trade you for your blue windflower.
Okay, I will clone it.
I will bring one over to you. You sure should go open your gates, and I will bring it over to you while we're doing this right now. So yeah, with Animal Crossing, Theo's got the bug again, which I love. I love so much. I wish Jerry would partake and Jason would partake, but I think it says a lot, right? When you look at when the game came out, start of pandemic,
3 years ago,
that it's still.
I have to admit, I'm liking some of the new items that have come out since 2.0, and I've been seeing some Dream Islands on YouTube, and like, it's awesome. Some of the Dream Islands that are out there. It's like insane.
I don't like, as much as I love my island, sometimes I don't think I'd have the patience for it. But here again,
I don't know.
I'm redoing some of my shit again. So
yeah. Now, with the stuff that you're redoing, are you getting a little bit more into terraforming, or are you kind of like setting up false walls?
I'm redoing my mountain, so I can have a lake, a little pond up there and whatnot. And then I'm going to move my UFO in the woods is going to go kind of get buried up in with the mountain. Like I'm going to build the mountain kind of around it and move it. I don't know. We'll see what happens with my island.
Would you ever do like some of the like custom designs for paths? And
I've looked at some of them, and they're not great. I like how my paths are with just the standard what we've got.
Okay.
But then again, I don't know. I mean, I like some of the ones where they're built in such a way that it looks like you're up on the top and you look down and everything looks like it's all
like
small.
I've liked that too. And I with the newer stuff, like I've seen some good ones, like some construction sites with the excavator, and, food trucks and everything like that. That's really cool. It's just kind of be creative.
Hey, do me a favor. Go to your shop and tell me what your the gates. Tell me what your shop is running for turnips.
I believe it's like 102 or something like that. I thought I checked earlier.
There you go, sell my turnips.
Siki. Turnips.
Turnip prices
114.
114. Let me see if I'm gonna actually sell them on your island when I come drop off this windflower for you, or this pansy for you.
Yep.
But I think, but even then though, when going back to the thing is, I think you look at Animal Crossing, right, and look at how the staying power has been, like since the pandemic, right?
And I mean, I still haven't even gotten that far in Happy Home Paradise.
I still need to finish that.
I've only done like 2 houses so far, and the entire map there's like what 21 that you have to do or something like that. There's like quite a few.
Um,
And I think at some point you're able to do the same thing to your residents on your island.
oh yeah, I've been doing that to my a
Okay.
couple of my houses I've redone, which is really nice. And I love that it allows you to customize their houses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of mine, I customized it so it looks like it's snow falling outside the house with the wallpaper, and it's all like he's got a little kitchen area, he's got a little bedroom area, he's got a little
Mm-hmm.
living room. And I've, permanently left a spot for
What animal
um
is he?
he's a bear.
He's a
His
bear.
name
All right.
his name is Cody with a K.
Yeah.
Um so there's a couple
Is
of
he a Kodiak bear?
no, he's a blue bear. He's like a
Oh,
blue teddy bear. But he works out, so like he's got that whole workout mentality. I've got two.
oh,
Iggy's the
jeez.
same way. Him and Iggy are constantly going
I have
back
two.
and
I
forth.
have Flip and T Bone.
Oh, I remember those guys. Um,
They're all about working out.
I want to fly. I want to fly.
Fly like eagle.
I want to visit someone.
I want to kick off Julian though. Julian's rather
Why?
pretentious.
Oh,
He's
this one?
pretentious. He's a snooty one.
Is he a unicorn?
He is a unicorn.
Wow. Okay. I pretty much customize all of mine on who's on my island now, like for my extra ones,
Mm-hmm.
that I decided I wanted to get. So, um, let me get the amiibo cards.
I feel like I still need to get tested for ADD sometime.
All right. Um, so I have Eric,
Oh,
the
your cards are
reindeer.
huge.
These are actual amiibo, like they're actual like the magic cards. They're amiibo cards.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, I'm
I
used to
have
like the packs of the super tiny NFRD
no,
cards.
these are
The full size like trading card ones.
I got a hold of the 4 wolf cards for my wife. So when she could have all the
Ooh.
wolves. Um
You even have
then
Chief?
uh Lobo, Kyle, Chief, and Sky. So I have all of
Okay.
those. Um I do have Ribbit, which is
The mechanical frog. That's awesome.
there's Jock. He is the chef on my resort.
Jacques.
He is the chef on my resort island.
Jacques
There's Sprinkle the penguin. I have Drift. Um,
Was
and
Jacques the
then
name of the sous chef in Ratatouille? This like I killed the guy with this thumb.
maybe.
I feel like his name
Um,
was Jacques.
and then because they were limited edition cards, I did pick up the what was it? The Sanrio collaboration pack, which is basically kind of like some of the Hello Kitty stuff and whatnot.
Oh,
There's
okay.
actually a really cool one where it adds on a whole bunch of like you can do like a little bridge and whatnot.
Oh, an Imperial Bridge.
I
Okay.
use the wall because it's got a shelf on it too that you can put stuff on. So
Oh, sick.
that is what's in the kids' room down in my house. They're those
Oh, okay.
walls. That's how I've been able to like have a wall and whatnot.
Actually have it decorated and everything.
Yes.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So those were worth it. Um, they were limited edition too. I haven't seen them since they came out. Yeah. So that's what I have for the amiibo cards. So any of the ones that are heck, I can bring these ones that are not sleeved for you. So you can
Okay.
have some better residents. Um but with that, so what have you been playing besides Animal Crossing and a little Destiny?
I did pick up Wonder. I did pick up Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. I did pick up Kirby's Return to Dream Island. I did mistakenly think that was the one that was the 3D one where he can suck up the cars. I need to buy that one. But I say it's at least it's nostalgic for me playing the Return to Dreamland, because that was one of my favorite Nintendo Game Boy games back in the day. So that one's been fun. I sadly still have not loaded up the PS5 in like so long. I haven't played it in for long.
I think
this tells you how bad it's been since I've played it. I purchased an expansion drive for it last Black Friday, and I still haven't installed it.
All right, so real quick,
what's up?
Here's your flower.
Yay, flower!
It's up by your shop.
Okay.
So yeah, and honestly, like now I got a PS5 back, right? It hasn't. It's been fired up a little, but not a ton.
Okay.
So,
what has it been fired up for?
Spider-Man, a little bit, and I played a little bit of MLB The Show to try and see if I can't get back into that. Did you have an extra blue Windflower?
Oh, go ahead and take it. Because I mean, I gotta produce like 4 more.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Sweet.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. So it'll be. God, I'm glad I sold my turnips before I came to your island.
Why?
Because you are on a different date.
I mean,
so mine would have
so it would have rotten.
I would have ruined all of my turnips.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But no, my PS5 just isn't getting fired up as much as it was. And I think part of that is, like we've talked about, is that PlayStation's decisions under Jim Ryan have kind of started to alienate some people from playing the PlayStation. And at this point, like right now, I'm half tempted to go trade in the PS5 and go get a Switch OLED at this point. Dude, freaking my store by my GameStop by my house has one of the Splatoon ones.
Oh, there you go. That would be fun.
That OLED is very, very nice. But
I forget the only theme one you have right now is the Animal Crossing one, right? Or do you have one?
No, okay. I have the Animal Crossing one.
Okay.
But it's just, as much as I love PlayStation, the games just aren't hitting as much anymore. And I think, and it makes me wonder, is under Jim Ryan, did he focus way too much on games as a service instead of what's made PlayStation so strong for so many years, which is their story-based games and innovating? And the next thing is, we've talked about this, they're not innovating. It's the same formulas. So at least with Nintendo, right? Yeah, they're coming out with a 2D Mario, but they took a gamble and went with Wonder, with new mechanics and everything. And
powers. I mean, you turn into an elephant. Come on now.
I mean, that is cool.
That's creative.
Yeah. The levels are short. They're not as long. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. See what I do from, with it after that. So I appreciate the Windflower.
Absolutely.
So with that, folks,
clone it.
Oh no, I have a spot that I'm putting it in. It's got a specific spot. Yes.
Okay.
I have the blue Windflowers on each side of my house.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not growing, I haven't put in a big. That's one of my next things, is probably put back in a flower garden. But I have a whole area now dedicated to Lily of the Valleys that I need to get one more for, and it's completed. So, but with that, folks, I want to thank everyone for crashing game night with us tonight. As always, if you like what you heard, please drop us a follow. Head on over to crashinggamenight.com to find the platform of choice you want to follow us on. And especially with everything that's going on in the world, especially over in Israel and Palestine, let's just keep the civilians in our thoughts, because this is, a lot of them, it has nothing to do with them. They're just innocent victims in this. So with that, please just, everyone just be excellent to each other. And I don't know if Theo's got the sound fired up. Otherwise, I'll try and imitate Jason.
Hey, Joe, but actually, since we don't have them to put out as much love as normal, I am going to put out a little love, a little different love than we have. Just to put out a reminder out there to everybody that we all do need sometimes somebody to listen to us, just to air things out and everything. So we're all going through times, so make sure you just kind of reach out to somebody, even if it is needing to look into some therapy or anything like that. Like I like the guys have known that I've gone through some therapy and stuff and discovered some things that have helped me. And like, I mean, hell, it's led to being medicated. And I've actually feel like that. If I feel like I should have done it many years ago, and my life would be a lot different. So just don't be afraid, and just be able to reach out and just know that you're not alone. All right.
Yep.
But I'll let you give it a try since I don't have the sound queued up.
My man.
Oh, that was good. Oh, that felt good. Oh, yes. I like that one. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Till next time, GTFN. Ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.